Colorado chefs are taking their famous dishes, turning them upside down and giving them a twist.
Photojournalist Chris Blake takes you into the kitchen to show you how they are incorporating an unusual delicacy: bugs.
It's all technique driven and art. Food to me as a chef is nourishing, giving a gift to someone and having instant gratification and response.
The texture is super nice.
Ada dosa, ada lamb. With any dish that we choose and any dish that we want to like, it kind of uses our project and our platform. You learn about the culture, you learn about the town, you learn about the city, the people, who's eating it, and then try to make it presentable for Denver. Linger kind of goes against the grain and uses an idea of a classic dish and then kind of flips it upside down and reconstructs it, and then puts it in front of a guest as something that's familiar.
Cricket.
But as soon as they taste, it's unfamiliar. It's got that element of surprise.
The idea is definitely a little off-putting at first within the dish, with it, the extra little bit of crispness. You really don't even really notice that it's a bug, essentially.
We call them micro livestock. I do feel very tender towards them, which is maybe a funny thing to say since ultimately they become food. I am Wendy Lu McGill, CEO and founder of Rocky Mountain Micro Ranch. Oh, there's super tiny little babies in here. We're farming mealworms and crickets. This bin is like an all-inclusive cruise where they're a singles cruise, if you will. So they can eat all they want, make lots of new friends, and thus babies. There are thousands and thousands of eggs in this container, and that's where the new generation will start. Since I founded the farm in 2015, Denver has become a hotbed of having insects in restaurants. Denver usually has more restaurants serving insects on the menu than even New York or San Francisco, LA.
We're currently serving a sweet and sour cricket with black ant dish, black ant rice we call it. I think that the ant is the most exciting because the ant can be used as a salt substitute. It can be used as a lime or lemon or orange substitute.
Gives it like a nice little kick as well too. There's a little bit of pop-up flavors.
Crickets, for example, I call them tofu bugs because they just don't bring much flavor on their own.
And then you can season them with anything. Chili spices, lime spices. Bruno, it's gonna be 2 happy stickers.
It's an honor to work with those kinds of restaurants and those really creative chefs. And then also it gives a lot of credibility to the idea. We might have a chance to make this be part of our regular diet.
The flavor's wild. I say try it and share it with some friends. If you don't want to commit to it, ask your neighbor that you're sitting with and say, hey, let's get it. Let's try it. Let's split it. You're going to have some good thoughts about it.
I'm in. How about you guys?
Well, waiter, there's a bug in my plate. Yeah, I know.
It tastes really good.